Hey, good evening, everyone. This is Let Me See Your Transcript, your very favorite history teacher. Thank you so much for waiting patiently. I was trying to attend to some last minute technical difficulties for the show. Thank you so much for coming on in. Thank you for being here tonight because you could be any other place right now, but you're actually here with me.
Thank you for being here.
And I really appreciate that. I really do. Okay. Hey, Brian Bam Hamilton, thank you so much. Hey, Jacqueline Vines, Trisha Chanel. Life is late. Life is late. I've been missing you. I've been praying for you as well. I'm glad to see you here. Hey, Money No Love, number one mod. Hey. Where are my friends at? Where's the 18? I mean, they running a little bit late. I'm live now. Love to see you there. No, it's a Tuesday. Sometimes it feels like a Monday. Come on in the room, everyone. Come on in the room. Tonight, I gotta talk about my great state of Texas today. I really love where I live. But sometimes it just seems like the last week, it's just been a lot of foolishness. Hey, everybody. Hey. Is my lip gloss popping? Is my lip gloss cool? Hey, come on in. Come on in, y'all. Hey. Hey, Lakeisha Green, so happy to see you here. If you know of anyone in Texas, please share this with them now. Please help me with my algorithm, and please share this to your social media. That does help me a whole lot. Okay. Please come on in the room. Okay. Come on in the room. It has been just a interesting week. Okay. So I wanted to talk to you. This is a recap. In case some of you have been here for a while. But see how we got here. At least how I'm the state that I'm in physically and mentally that I'm in. Okay. I would say the second or third week in February after Valentine's. I don't know it was after Valentine's Day in Texas. We had some unseemly weather that we have never had, I think, until 10 years ago. I should say 1989, 2001. No, 1989, 2011, and then this year. Okay? So, we have had literally Texas froze over. Okay? Most likely people would have thought hell would have froze over first. But Texas did. Plus parts of Oklahoma, a little bit of Louisiana, Arkansas, Kansas. We were frozen for a week. And then our infrastructure that we have, which is our electricity and power, which is regulated by ERCOT, which I didn't even know existed. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't know existed. Shut down all the power on purpose. Because they're like, well, our system is not really suited for this weather. And if we don't shut down now, we might not be able to get it back up on our own later. Then some parts of Texas was not in the ERCOT grid. So part of the Panhandle, El Paso, and over there near the Sabine River, they're not in the ERCOT zones. They're in different zones. And we're not part of the federal grid. Because, Republicans like less regulation. But look at what happens with less regulation. It don't work so well, does it? No, it does not. Not at all. Not at all. Yeah. So what ends up happening? So then we have Cancun Ted one of our U.S. senators that represents us, decides that he is going to go on a trip with his family to Cancun because it's warmer. His wife, Heidi, was stupid enough to actually text her neighbors and friends and say, hey, do you guys want to go someplace warmer? Everyone did hear her back. Some people were like, no, I can't go. I got my mother, my father, you know. And she leaves. Then we see his crazy self, and then someone saw him at the airport on a plane, and they took a snapshot and sent it to a newspaper in Austin, who then, by that time, circulated it everywhere. Okay, this is this man right here. Ted. It's him too, on his way back because he got caught. But wait, they were not the only ones who left. Gary Gates left with his family on a private plane to Florida to his cousin's house. Then the Paxtons, Angela and Ken, went to Utah on business. All those places were warmer than it was here. And then what didn't help during this whole deal, former governor, nobody asked him, says, hey, we are willing to suffer blackouts to keep the fans out of the power market. Shut up, Rick. Anybody ask you shit. Think for yourself. A lot of people without power, a lot of electricity, and water. Okay. Then we had Joseph R. Biden, who did give us aid to our state. Actually came to visit us to see, especially here in Harris County, Texas, was there with all the branches of government, Republicans and Democrats. The Governor Abbott was there. John Cornyn was there, ironically, U.S. Senator, even though he was kind of quiet during the freeze, but he was tweeting out resources, so I can give him credit for that. We had my representative, Al Green, no relation to the singer, represents my side of Houston, and then the other side of Houston is represented by Sheila Jackson Lee, and I think it was another congressman that represents like the northwest side of Houston. So they're all there. Mayor Turner, Sylvester Turner, then Harris County Judge Lena Hidalgo, and they're showing the president around. They're showing like this is how we help people. This is what we need. They're him and then President First Lady go to the Houston Food Bank. They're actually putting food together for people. Okay. This is where they're all talking. He was here for a whole visit. It's nice. That's what presidents do usually after a disaster. And they come visit the place, say, hey, okay, what do y'all need? How is this running? Is there something else you need here? I really applaud y'all hard workers, stuff like that. So, but it's like as soon as he left, the Republicans started acting funny. Started acting funny. Please hit the like button. Come on in. Hey, Christine Parks. Tina Finch. Hey. And all of a sudden, you had I like to go to Cancun cruise right here. It's on the floor of Congress. They're trying to get a COVID relief bill. By the way, the COVID relief bill was passed with no Republican support in the Senate or in the House. Then Ted, after he put a couple of packs of water in people's trunks and fed barbecue to first responders, he gonna hop himself on a plane back to Washington like he going back to work. Oh, by the way, he stopped off at the CPAC convention where the other Republicans were with that golden statue of Donald Trump before he went back to Washington. Oh, he went there instead of meeting the president when John Cornyn, Mayor Turner, Judge Hidalgo, and Sheila Jackson Lee and Al Green meeting the president. So you going to the CPAC convention is more important than meeting the president? Okay, all right. But here's Ted, looking like Grandpa from the Monsters. He wants to add an amendment to the plan that think about this, y'all. No illegal immigrants get any relief. Can you believe that? That's what he said. And this is the thing. He made this an issue, and it didn't need to be an issue. This wasn't an issue because guess what? People who are legal immigrants, they don't have a social security number or anything like that, are not getting, they can't get things like social security, food stamps, disability, welfare, anything like that. So why would they get COVID payments, y'all? Why would they get COVID payments? Hey, Ray of Sunshine. Hey, Black Anonymous. So one of his people, one of the other congressmen, basically called Ted a liar. And I believe Ted is a liar. So I want y'all to see this. This is from and I'm showing you this as part of Section 106 and 107 of the Copyright Code. I'm gonna try to hear this for yourself, people.
Be clear. Undocumented immigrants.
Okay, let me go back to the beginning. Okay, hold on, y'all. I don't want to go out of power on my laptop. I'm talking to you. So, y'all see Cancun's head? Please hit the like button. Please share this. Thank you so much. All right. So, let me hit the button for y'all.
This amendment, just like the one we just voted on that Senator Cassidy and I introduced, this amendment before us today provides that the stimulus check should not go to illegal aliens in this country. The question for the American people to answer is, should taxpayer money be sent $1,400 to every illegal alien in America? This amendment provides that it should not, that stimulus checks should only go to American citizens or to people lawfully present. Now, the Democrats may say their language allows for that, but they know that the IRS treats someone who was illegally present in the United States for 31 days last year as a resident alien. And so this corrects that and ensures that illegal aliens are not eligible for taxpayer-funded stimulus checks.
The senator for Illinois.
Mr. President, the statement of the senator from Texas is just plain false.
Ooh, call him a liar.
Let me be clear. Undocumented immigrants do not have social security numbers.
Hello.
And they do not qualify for stimulus relief checks, period. And just in case you didn't notice, they didn't qualify in December when 92 of us voted for that measure, and they don't qualify under the American Rescue Plan. Nothing has changed. And for you to stand up and say the opposite is just to rile people up over something that's not true.
Will the senator yield for a question?
No, I won't. It is not true. And we know what's going on here. They want to be able to give speeches that say the checks go to undocumented people. In the circumstance where there is a parent undocumented receiving a check for the child, that's it. But no money going to undocumented people under the American Rescue Plan.
So that was pretty sweet to watch, wasn't it? That was Ted Cruz, Cancun Cruz, lying.
Okay, so y'all saw this for myself, right? KG Music, can you please look at the topic for today? The topic for today is things that are related to Texas. So are you from Texas? Hey, Daryl. I'm sorry you're being bored in class. Hey, can you ask your professor, do you think if a person or a state can sue a social media for their censorship rules, do you think they will win? Because unfortunately, the Attorney General of my state is suing Twitter. And I think he can't, but you have a lawyer's professor. As long as you don't, you don't have to, because you're... I'm sorry, never mind. Oh, you talking about White Kim? I'm sorry. Lo siento, mi amigo. He said hamburger help. You know Daryl must be really mad because hamburger help is good. I ain't gonna lie, it is. Okay, so I have a problem. Okay, so this is the problem I have with Cancun Ted. I also have this problem with our governor. Oh, you're lip reading? Okay. Never mind. I have a problem because they make it. This is the thing. ERCOT is an issue. Some people are still not in their homes yet because the bursted pipes messed over everything. Okay. Some people need FEMA. Some people need a lot of things. Everybody did not go. KG Music, not tonight. You need to look at the topic. Where were you last week? Yes, please stick to the topic, KG. Yeah. So, what was that? Okay. So, where is the trying to help people? Because even though y'all were putting some water in people's and doing food, it's some people are still without. Are you making sure people get SNAP benefits? Are you making sure the other counties are getting not only because like Harris County is getting individual and public assistance from FEMA? Some counties are not getting both. Are you working on those other 77 counties to get theirs? Like, what are you doing? Then we have, what was the other thing we had? Oh, we have the and then Abbott wants to reopen the state. You agree with him on that? You know we have some of the highest COVID-19 rates. Are you trying to ensure that we get all of our vaccines? Okay, you want schools to reopen? Are you sure you're getting all the teachers to get their vaccines? Why are you bringing up a very, to me, I think it's done on purpose. He's bringing up an issue that is controversial to distract people from the bullshit that he did weeks ago. To me, that is not a priority. And like the man Dick Durbin said, illegal immigrants don't get regular social service benefits. They're not getting the stimulus. Why are you adding an amendment to the COVID-19 relief bill? They're trying. Your constituents need that COVID-19 relief. What are you not understanding? And I always notice, like, John is so quiet. And I don't know if John, because he's older than Ted, or he doesn't agree with Ted, so he's just trying not to, like, throw him under the bus. He just keeps silent on something. Just like, you need to go talk to him or something. Because it's ridiculous. Exactly. He called your wife. I forgot what he called his wife something. Then he threw his own kids in the bus about the Cancun. So you can't control your own kids. When they said, oh, can we go on a trip? Hell no, you can't go on a trip. You better wrap up in this goddamn sweater. This is $1.5, $2 billion fucking house. And I'm still mad about that damn dog you left in the dark and the fucking cold. That Peter should be on your ass for that. HSPCA. The TSPCA. What kind of man? Yes, Lakeisha, and I kind of wish I was on Ohio because our governor last week on March the 2nd, which happened to be Texas Independence Day, he decided, oh, since we have more vaccines coming and more people getting the vaccine, our rates are going down. So I'm going to repeal we're going to reopen Texas 100%. The bars, the restaurants, the clubs could go back to 100% capacity because they were at 50% capacity. And I'm repealing the mandatory mask mandate. You don't have to wear a mask. It's not by law, but it'd be a good idea for you to have it. Sir, and then on top of that, getting to governor over here, because him and Ted, I feel like they on some type of I don't know. It seemed like the governor was throwing shots at Ted when they asked him a question about Ted going on vacation. But it seemed like he acted crazy too. After he met the president, you could have asked all these damn questions you want to the president when he was here. But as soon as he leaves, you want to start tweeting out and you criticizing the president because he's not helping with Texas, Mexico border security. You didn't say that shit when he was here. Now you want to tweet at him with your Twitter fingers. Then he gonna say because the illegal aliens are bringing COVID-19. Sir. Texans are the ones bringing COVID-19. It's not the illegal aliens. What is this man's problem? And did you know, Lord? Then he accused the president. I think the President Biden said, "Well, okay, since you said that illegal aliens are coming over there with COVID-19. When I send you some more COVID-19 testing kits, you know what the goddamn governor said? It ain't my job to test them. It's yours." I'm just like, so the whole point of view from the governor and also Ted is that we don't want them here. Like, that's the whole thing. They're making issues of things that to me are not the priority. ERCOT shut down the whole fucking state. You were criticizing their ass for that 1 week. We need to keep up that same goddamn energy. Okay? Is everybody getting their FEMA payments? Is everybody getting their SNAP benefits? Or are the seniors getting their COVID-19 vaccines? Those are the two priorities we should be dealing with. Not because you think making illegal aliens, immigrants, and I'm going to say aliens, legal immigrants, an enemy that somehow we must fight. We don't. Okay? We don't. And then you see with the Biden administration, this is what really kills me. When the Biden administration basically brought back a Trump temporary censor, you ain't hear a peep out of Ted or Greg. Talking about, I'm gonna put open up this temporary center. We're gonna bring the kid. By the way, the illegal immigrants that came in January, February, guess what? They were unaccompanied children. They were not adults. They were unaccompanied children. So as far as I'm concerned, you're talking about children like this. Came a long ass way to get here. They found a place to put them. Well, remember, the president wrote a executive order said that they were not. It was going to be a 100-day moratorium on deporting people, and they said they were going to just stop turning folks away and stuff like that. Now all of a sudden, Greg and Ted, you're just encouraging them to come. Okay, yeah. Probably so, but guess what? Do you think they really stopped when Trump was in office? Because some of them were still getting over. Now they're talking about the cartels. I'm like, cartels got drones. They could just drop the drugs over. What the hell is the problem, y'all? I mean, am I the only one seeing this? Exactly, Ray and Sunshine. Like, I don't understand. We got two major problems. The ERCOT grid and COVID-19 vaccines. But you want to blame illegal aliens? Well, they're coming over here. Basically, again, you're saying that they're bringing criminal activities. And now you're trying to say they're bringing disease. That's what they said about the Chinese and the Japanese. That's what they said about the Chinese in the late 1800s. So we just got history repeating itself. We just, illegal aliens, immigrants bringing disease. Like, is that what you're saying now? It just makes no sense. And this is what I'm afraid of. And then this is where, luckily, I really love, but we had to stay on their necks to make them accountable too. We have Harris County Judge Lena Hidalgo. Okay. She was the first one. Actually, before Mayor Turner, was the first one that said his idea to reopen Texas was a very bad idea. And by the way, the governor never consulted with any medical healthcare professionals. Okay. And she also, along with Mayor Turner, said that it was a bad idea. It's gonna the way the governor said everything in his press conference is gonna make some people feel like, oh, we are open and you can do whatever you want. And they both were right, because guess what happened? What happened? Because a club here in Houston decided, they reopening in Texas, reopening clubs and restaurants 100%. We want to wear a mask. They decided, Concrete Cowboy decided that they were going to have a mask off party, y'all. A mask off party. Let me let y'all marinate on that for 30 seconds. The governor says, and I quote, it's no more mandatory mask. Okay? No more mandatory mask. And the clubs can go back to 100%. Now the county, the mayor, also the Texas Alcohol Beverage Administration and Houston and the fire department have been doing whatever they can do to make sure that these clubs are not being super spreaders. But look at this here. Look at this here. So yesterday, Mayor Turner comes out with the had to come out basically with the medical officials. This was yesterday. He had to come up with the medical officials and give his own press conference and said, look, we got this club here called Concrete Cowboy. And we need them to cancel this event. Now, mind you, Mayor Turner got up and spoke. Then the medical professionals who are in charge of COVID distribution and treating COVID-19 patients with COVID-19 came up behind him and said, look, y'all, We understand that the governor said there's no more mandatory mask mandate, that, the clubs can go back up to 100%. But that don't mean y'all need to get all willy-nilly and shit and come out here. She didn't say shit, but I'm thinking she probably would have said shit. Thank you, Daryl. They're going to die. Exactly. They're going to another concrete Cowboy. COVID, yeah. COVID Cowboys. What's that song? Mamas don't let your baby to grow up to be Cowboys. I think this is the Cowboys they were talking about. Mask it a casket, baby. This one in order. Bang, bang, bang. Mask it a casket. And that's what basically he's saying. Like, y'all don't need to get all willy-nilly like I can come out here and just visit you. We're trying to get the rates down. We all want to go outside. We all want to go to the club. We all want to go to the restaurant. Well, a lot of us don't want to wear this mask, but this is not the time to do that. These are the professionals. Trisha Tadell. Oh, Lord. Oh. And it's like, oh. But luckily, let me find it. And so it's like what Judge Hidalgo and Mayor Turner said. You're giving license to these people to do any, to the rights to go back up, and then you have a business owner. It's probably not the only business owner who's going to do that. There are 253 other counties. There probably was somebody else who's going to do it too. But luckily, he got ahead of the problem. Also, let me see if I can find it. Because actually, I got some good news today. Like right before this morning, the Concrete Cowboy has canceled their party. So the press conference yesterday, probably a lot of exposure because their name was out there. They probably got some calls too. Okay, and he decided to cancel the mask off party. And they will not open tomorrow. And it seems that this owner also owns several other bars on the same avenue, on Washington Avenue. So I'm thinking that was probably also a factor too. Because, like, remember, he's the mayor. He can probably call in, hey, fire department, see if they are beyond capacity. He maybe can call TABC and say, hey, check to see if they have liquor issues. Okay. And here he said this weekend, Turner said the city of Houston surpassed 2,000 deaths for COVID-19 by Monday deaths were at 2018. And right now I didn't even know this, we have 5 variants in the city. And also, this is related to last month. I think it was last month or January when remember when what's that boy name? Bow Wow came to Houston, and it was for a concert, but then he said it wasn't for a concert; it was for his friend's birthday. He said, "Y'all are not." He said, "You promoters are not allowed to come here to Texas for your events because where they're from, they can't have those type of because some other states have tighter restrictions than us." He says, "As of right now, 7% of Texans are vaccinated. In order to reach herd immunity, 70% of Texans need to be immunized." Okay? And that's why I'm upset. It's like, if 70% of us need to be immunized for herd immunity, why are you going back and forth? Why is Abbott and Cruz talking about, oh, we need to stop illegal aliens coming here with COVID? We got to worry about the regular Texans who've been here, not spreading COVID. And by the way, John Cornyn, you ain't squeaky clean either because you ain't been as loud as them too, but you were tweeting that same foolishness too. You just ain't get on the fucking house floor and say that shit out loud. Just sneaky ass. I see you. I read your tweets, and both of them have been. I follow them. I also follow them on Facebook because I want to know what these people are doing. Because they count on people not paying attention, but I'm paying attention, and I'm gonna make sure others know about it too. It's ridiculous. And then, what was it? Cornyn and Ted Cruz was upset that Mariela, thank you for the summary. As people come in, they can't say, what y'all doing? Text to not come to the door. Come when you leave. Actually, Vici, mandates in states have the force of law. It's kind of like executive orders by a president, how they're the force of law. Same thing with mandates. Hey, Positive Pusher. So glad you can make it. Did you get my response to your, I don't know if it was you or someone else that asked me a question about Texas. Mm-hmm. But it's just ridiculous. How, and I'm thinking Ted Cruz should have been in quarantine for like 2 weeks after he come back from Cancun. I don't care if you were there one day. VG. I don't know who you are, sweetheart. But at the beginning of the show, I said, hi. This is let me see your transcript. Your very favorite history teacher. I teach history. I also teach government. I also was a political science major at Texas A&M University and took classes at the George Bush School. Okay. Right? I also got a master's degree. Took some more classes in history and government. Mm-hmm. I watch the news. I follow the president, the vice president, my 2 U.S. senators, Al Green, my representative, Mayor Turner, my rep in state Congress. I follow several different newspapers. I also have friends who are very well read too. So guess what? I know that an executive order has the force of law. Because it always has. Shit. Were you absent that day in class? Who was your history of government teacher? They must have been awful people. I'm sorry. I shouldn't yell at you. Yes, baby, I have read my Constitution several times. Don't come up over here with that foolishness. Mm-hmm. You can disagree with me, but don't just be disrespectful. Just saying. Because if executive orders didn't have force of law, then how come when FDR, who is one of the presidents I really admire, but he wrote an executive order removing all the Japanese people from their homes on the West Coast onto internment camps? Just saying. Just saying. Okay. All right. We're going. Thank you. Trisha Chanel. Oh, you are putting a smile on my face today. You really are. You really, really are. So, Governor Abbott again, he does something every week. Had himself another press conference. Oh, by the way, did I tell you where he had the last press conference? I guess trying to make it seem like he wasn't racist or anything. He had it in a Mexican restaurant in Lubbock, Texas. And I was just like, and they didn't look like they were at capacity. I didn't see hardly anybody with a mask on. And I'm just like, does the owner's mom and daddy know about that? What's a troll alert? What's a troll alert? Oh, a troll alert sign? I have to see if I can make one. Okay. Troll alert sign. So, and then this week, so yeah, last week he was in the Mexican restaurant talking about we're gonna reopen Texas. Then this week, today, I'm like, why are you doing stuff on a Tuesday? He has a press conference at the border, y'all, and I want y'all to see this because I thought to myself, am I the only one in the Twilight Zone that's bothered by? Am I in the Twilight Zone? I'm bothered by this. I really am bothered by this. He showed like sign. So thanks, Chris, for that video. So this was okay. Oh, this one. They both have. I guess Tuesday's a good day to have a press conference, huh? Okay. Okay.
The state of Texas fully reopens Wednesday, and the mask mandate will end. City leaders are now thanking a Washington Avenue bar for canceling its controversial mask-off party set for Wednesday. Adam Bennett joins us live now as the city urges all business owners to continue following CDC guidelines, regardless of the state mandate. Adam?
Yes, it could.
Mia, that party was supposed to happen as soon as the state's mask mandate expired. This cancellation is a major twist in a story that has drawn national headlines.
This is just not the right time.
A day after publicly demanding Concrete Cowboy cancel their mask-off party, Houston's mayor got a personal reply from the bar's owner.
I want to read the email that he sent to me.
In it, the owner of that bar wrote it was never his intention to host a party where they encourage patrons to not wear a mask. He writes, all 4 of his businesses on Washington Avenue will continue to put safety.
Oh, he got 4
That
businesses.
being
That's
said,
why.
we are not only canceling the party, but we will also not open Concrete Cowboy Wednesday night to prevent any exposure to COVID-19.
Today, the head of the Texas Bar and Nightclub Alliance told me their members that he's talked to plan to open 100% after an economically devastating year. Michael Klein believes his industry has been unfairly singled out.
There's a lot of mixed emotions, but going Wednesday, we're looking forward.
Klein said safety precautions will be up to each business owner.
And that's the good thing about America still. You can choose not to go out or, to choose a different place to go to.
The Texas Restaurant Association includes some bars, especially more pub-type places. The group's regional director for Southeast Texas told me most of their businesses will require masks for both employees and customers.
Business owners have to make their best choice, and consumers do too. There's a lot of ways to vote with your pocketbook.
And Mayor Turner told us that a lot of local businesses will still require masks, and they'll also enforce social distancing and also occupancy limits that they are imposing. Now, we did reach out to Concrete Cowboy and their parent company for a comment. We have not heard back with the update.
Park facilities in Houston that were closed because of COVID-19.
Okay. Oh yeah, I want to show you. This is the stuff I found out. Why explain is considered choice since when do freedom will take over for public service? BG. We don't have time to get into the semantics of this argument. Okay? Good down. All right. All right. So I want to show you something else that happened today. That actually, as I was teaching my government class, because we were talking about freedom of speech, right? Came across this article, y'all. So as I told y'all before, this is, where is his name? Where is he? Okay. So they see the man that's right there on the left. You see the man on the left? That's Ken Paxton. He is the Attorney General of the United States. By the way, he's He was under investigation. He's set to go to trial, not sure when, for bribery. But in the meantime, the reason why he said he went to Utah with his wife, who's a Texas senator, and no reason why she had to go. She could have been helping constituents. He said it was because he and Utah, Texas and Utah, and some other states were planning a lawsuit, antitrust lawsuit against Google. But it seems that Ken, the Attorney General, has also had another issue that he's been on. And today it was announced that Ken Paxton, on behalf of the state of Texas, is going to sue Twitter for censorship. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. My wonderful state. By the way, I didn't vote for Ken Paxton. I didn't vote for Abbott. I didn't vote for John Cornyn. And I didn't vote for Ted Cruz. Unfortunately, some of the people I voted, those of us who are blue. The Reds, I voted blues. And sorry, me stop sharing for a minute. So it seems, you know how you go to Twitter and you get an account, or any social media account. You get Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, Tumblr, Snapchat. I think they got Big O now, and I think even Clubhouse. They have these things called terms and conditions. And there's a big old long list of user, all the things you gotta basically attend to. Okay. My company is still home. Yes, they are. And I'm scared for my colleagues who still gotta go to work face to face. My friends, some of them have to go to work face to face. Not everybody did virtual. I'm blessed to do that. If y'all, Moni and Life is Lay, and Christine, I trust y'all to do what y'all need to do about Vici or anyone else. Rename Crazy Cowboy. Get a CC, Crazy Cowboy. Mama, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. So he wants to sue Twitter because he said that Texans were getting their comments and opinions censored because they were conservative. Not everybody in Texas is conservative, but okay. But I'm thinking, don't the terms and conditions say, and the thing at the bottom where you got to check, I accept the terms and conditions of being on the social media platform. Am I correct, y'all? Is that, doesn't that what it says? Don't. Yeah, I'm gonna wait because I think it might be a delay, right? Isn't there a terms and condition that you check saying I accept the terms and conditions? And also, I believe those different social media websites have what's called community guidelines, and most of them do say anything like spam, trying to get people to pay for certain things that's not there, hate speech against a different group, anything dealing with fraud or something like that. Even YouTube has terms and conditions that you say you're going to abide by if using this platform. And I'm sorry, last year, including up until January, you had people putting false information about COVID, about COVID-19, about the election of 2020. That was totally false. All right, thank you. Thank you, Mod Squad. We like freedom of speech over here, but don't be doing extra stuff. Thank you. We still live with. Yeah, it's a good person. And at this point, you don't know if it's flu season, your allergies, or it's COVID. You gotta be careful out here. Like my aunt, we're about to have a party for her. She's gonna turn 83 this year in like 3 weeks. And I told my cousins and my uncle, I said, hey, we're gonna have this party for her. She's able to get visitors from this time to this time. We're gonna go to we're gonna give her, she wants to give her favorite meal from Papa Dough. We're gonna see if they're gonna have a cake. I may give her a little cake. Or I might bring her some cookies. But I think my cousin might be okay with her having. I may give her some of those Heinz cookies. Hey, speak your truth, Roxanne. This YouTube bestie. Bye. You need to go over to Speak Your Truth, Roxanne, and you need to watch that video with her interview with Dolores Jordan about her new book. She's the sister of Michael Jordan. It was great. Dolores Jordan dropped some jewels and some pearls of wisdom over there. I'm serious. But we got terms and conditions. Okay, like I said, my aunt, I told my cousins and my uncle, I said, hey, you can call her from this time or you can come over for her birthday. But if you come over, you must wear a mask. She has not got her vaccine yet, even though she's in the group who can get one. Okay? And y'all need to wear your mask when you come. My aunt is the oldest member of my immediate family. She's the last auntie I got. I don't need her getting sick because of foolishness. Okay? Like, we gotta be careful. All right? And if another friend of mine said her mother was 94 years old, she got COVID in a nursing home. But her and her husband went and got the vaccine because of their ages. Her mother survived COVID. Another friend of hers' mother did not. Okay, you're welcome. So I'm just like, okay. Even on Instagram, even Facebook, they were taking off people's posts who were saying stuff that was not, because you got those people with QAnon, conspiracy theories. Even the black hoaxers were getting on my nerves about COVID-19. Oh no, it's a white man's disease. They're lying to us. You remember the Tuskegee experiment? Okay, so first you tell us the COVID-19 is a white man's disease. It was made in the lab and it's designed to wipe out the black population. Okay. Then when they come up with the vaccine, you're like, oh, the Tuskegee experiment, they're going to experiment on us. Which one is it? Did they give us the disease on purpose to kill us? Or are they giving us the vaccine on purpose to kill us? I can't keep up. Okay. Then people say, oh, the COVID-19 is just like the flu. No, it's not. Well, the flu could kill you better than, yeah, that's a possibility, but, everybody I know is getting COVID is dying. A lot of people die, and a lot of people die in the flu, okay? Just, ugh. Yeah, y'all check this out after my live. But I guess Twitter was doing a lot more. And I'm also wondering if they're doing this suit against Twitter because they blocked Donald Trump. January 6th, they blocked his ass. They're like, okay, I'm sorry, we're blocking you. You incited a riot. Because he came on Twitter when the riots was going on. Talking about, they stole the election. Remember, I had been tweeting the founders of Twitter for like the last 4 years. Can y'all? Because there were so many user terms and conditions that he violated, but he was the president. Do I make sense or nonsensical? Because sometimes it don't make no sense to me, and I keep thinking like, am I the only one that don't understand the see through this BS? Thank you, Liz Mark. Because I'm trying to understand. I really am trying to understand. And then that was when he finally got, oh, this, you can't make sense of it. Oh, you're right. You're right. Yeah. You're right. And then I'm just looking at this stuff like, Lord. You suing Twitter. Well, it's created by, American citizens, but everybody around the world is using it. This is like when Trump went after TikTok. I'm like, dude, you went after a TikTok social media platform where people, most of them are lip syncing and doing skits like Vine. And then he used xenophobia then to, well, I don't know about their data. It may get into Chinese hands. So then the company had to sell 25% of that company to some Americans. Okay. All because Gen Z and younger millennials was on his ass over there on TikTok and was actually informing people through their TikTok about how to vote, where to vote, their rights as a voter. And I'm just like, wow, look at that. So proud of you, Gen Z. So proud of you. Use the platform that was for entertainment to educate people. And was on the president's ass. And he got so bad, he had to keep people. The company fell 25% of them. And guess what? When they got sold to like 25% of the 25% of the Americans, I think it was like, I'm trying to figure out who was the owner. I think some of the Walton family from Walmart bought it. I want to say Bill Gates was one of the owners too. TikTok didn't stop making videos about Donald Trump. Because by that time, the Gen Xers, they were really up. Some of the older generation was on his ass. The baby boomers who didn't like it was on his ass. And then the millennials, everybody was on his ass. Like, dude, you didn't even do nothing but unite TikTok. You united all the different age generations together against you. That's all he did. Exactly. You must wear a mask or keep your ass at home. You're right. You're right. Yes, that's what they did. They used their platform to tell people, hey, y'all, he's having a rally. We don't want people to go to the rally. Y'all go buy a TikTok video. You know who else they were mad at? Because he been here in Houston. When he came to Houston one time, I did the same thing. I bought a rally ticket and I didn't go. That's what we did. But then this Korean pop group called BTS, I think they even used TikTok. They asked their followers, like they got a big fan base all over the world. They asked their fan base to go in and buy all the rally tickets. I'm just like, wow, this Gen Z. I'm like, damn. I'm like, y'all really are trying to, y'all believe y'all can change the world and y'all are out here actually doing it? Oh, I'm so proud of you. Oh. But yeah, he wants to do Twitter. I don't think he's gonna make it. I don't think. What they gonna do? I mean, because as far as I'm concerned, some of the stuff that some of these conservatives say, it does sound like conspiracy theorish. And I think it might hurt. It's like yelling fire in a crowded theater. Like, hey, Twitter, the whole world is a crowded theater. I don't think hate speech and false information should be allowed. Don't they have their own little app or something they can go over there and talk to each other on? But did they get shut down by the iTunes, and by the Apple Store and the Google Store? They take their what was their app called? Parlor? Why did they use that name? I don't understand. I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. I had to tell you about what Ken Paxton is doing. It just doesn't make no sense. So I want to show you this clip, and then I want to show you the next clip. The governor at the goddamn border looking like a goddamn trying to get his Walker Texas Ranger on. I don't know. This man is, oh Lord, y'all pray for us over here in Texas. It's unreal. Okay.
Park facilities in Houston that were closed because of COVID-19 are now starting to reopen.
Houston is reopening park facilities closed by COVID. It is a staggered timeline, starting now with baseball fields for practices and expanding during March to include tennis courts, playgrounds, basketball courts, and more. Mayor Turner unsure if players would have to wear masks. Would there be any mask enforcement, say for spectators?
That I'll have to check with the Parks Rec to see what they are recommending on that.
Galveston is prepping for a big weekend at the beach as the first round of maskless partiers hit the Gulf Coast. The beaches were already packed last weekend, and even more visitors are expected in the next few days as spring break gets going nationwide. The Galveston County Sheriff says his office is adding staff for the influx of people. Twitter is suing Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton, trying to stop Paxton's investigation into the company. Paxton is asking for documents showing Twitter's internal decision-making process for banning users. He made the move after former President Donald Trump was banned from Twitter following January's riot at the U.S. Capitol. President Biden has nominated 2 women to become 4-star military commanders, tapping Air Force General Jacqueline Van Ost to head the Transportation Command and Army Lieutenant General Laura Richardson to lead the Southern Command. If confirmed, they would be just the 2nd and 3rd women to hold combat command positions in the U.S. military history.
Okay, and they wearing their masks. Okay, this is okay. That's good. Yes, look. Oh no, I'm at the black screen again. Why does it always do this? I gotta figure out why it's doing this every time I'm on, and it's like, gotta put up my avatar. Okay, so this next part, I'm sorry, my computer's doing that thing where it doesn't show my photo anymore. I'm like, what's going on? All right. So this is another press conference. This man is always giving a press conference. This is another press conference from Governor Abbott, this time at the Texas-Mexican border earlier today. My daughters and friends got tickets for the rally. I was so proud of them, I cried. I know! I loved it! Tell them I love it. That was great. Civil disobedience. Yes. Oh my God. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Please pray for her. Help Miss MW50 and her family, Jesus. Thank you for telling us, Roxanne. Praying for them. We definitely got to do my list. I was wondering why I hadn't seen her in a while, but I think she had said, yeah. For an hour? I have been on it for an hour. Oh, man. It seems like I'm the only one in the group who keeps having this done to them. I might have to go look up. Wait, it looked like your camera was unplugged. No, it's not unplugged. Gotta figure out why it's doing that. But not right now. Okay, you guys can still see me. Thank you, Tristan. I'll look up that. Yes, we'll definitely keep prayers up for Miss MW50. So today the governor went to the Texas Board because he's still pushing this narrative. He and John Cornyn and he and Ted Cruz that the Biden administration is not taking care of border security. By the way, like I said, the COVID-19 vaccine distribution and the aftermath of the Texas freeze is what the things I think he should be working on. But hey, Ebony Woods, I'm so glad to see you. Daryl, I'm still alive. Okay, go ahead. Okay. So I want y'all to hear this, okay? Is it just me that's having an issue with what this man is saying? Okay, so let me share it. Let's start from the top.
Thank you all for joining with us today. I've had the opportunity to meet earlier today with the Border Patrol, both at the local level as well as the national level. Also the opportunity to get a briefing from the Texas Department of Public Safety and the National Guard, as well as have the opportunity to fly over the region. As we were flying over the region, we did see people crossing the border illegally and making their way across the river onto the Texas side of the border. We saw an ICE detention center as well as other holding facilities. And obviously we are at this location now. In my brief.
Okay, so let me stop right there. Number one, look at his outfit. Look at his outfit, y'all. What the hell does he have on? Any of the time he is on TV, he is in a suit. Now you out there look like you about to command some forces in Iraq. Or you look like your name is Sheriff Roscoe Pico Train, and you about to go out there and get all the bumbling what do you call it? People that work. What do you call people? Deputies to go after Bo and Luke Duke. The hell. You said a Boy Scout uniform, Janessa? Like, did you really have to wear this? You got a big old star on it, like, dude. I mean, I know he's like kind of like the commander-in-chief at the state level. And my thing is this, y'all. If you saw people crossing the river, crossing over onto the Texas, where are the pictures at? Where the pictures at? Shouldn't you have some cameras or something so you can show us, hey, there are people crossing the river? Why is the pictures coming out tomorrow? I just got questions. Okay, let's keep going.
Briefing. I had the opportunity to speak to leaders at national local levels. I do want to thank people who are with us here today. They include the director of the Texas Department of Public Safety, Steve McCraw, General Norris, the adjutant general in charge of the National Guard in the state of Texas, as well as the national president for the Border Patrol Council, Brandon Judd. I thank them for being here, but also especially for our state team members for their leadership in the Texas Operation Lone Star. Let me begin by making one point very clear.
Okay, stop. Did he say that this whole Texas border control thing that they're doing is called Operation Lone Star? This ain't fucking Iraq. Didn't the president, George W. Bush, when he went over there to the Middle East, wasn't it called Operation Iraqi Freedom or something like that? And then when it was the 1990s, the first George H.W. Bush said this was Operation Desert Storm. This ain't no goddamn war. Yeah. What? Operation Lone Star? How Operation ERCOT? What about Operation COVID-19 distribution? Can we get back to those? I'm just okay.
There is a crisis on the Texas border right now with the overwhelming number of people who are coming across the border. This crisis is a result of President Biden's open border policies. It invites illegal immigration and is creating a humanitarian crisis in Texas right now that will grow increasingly worse by the day. In getting information in my meeting with the Border Patrol, I learned these things. And that is one of the reasons for this crisis that has led to a dramatic change in just a few months is the change in policy. There was a policy that people who had come across the border illegally would be returned across the border. And there was also the Remain in Mexico policy. With the elimination of those policies, that led to a dramatic increase in the number of people coming across the border. Second, the Border Patrol told me that they did inform the Biden administration and let them know that this influx was coming. So it's not as if the Biden administration didn't know about it.
Sorry, y'all. Okay, y'all. So, because Biden did say it's going to be a 100-day moratorium on deporting people. He did say they were not going to be turning people away. They're not going to let leave people in Mexico. Okay. So my thing is this. He says that they informed, the Border Patrol informed the Biden administration. So don't that mean the Biden administration? So what are the numbers? They said influx. Why are they not giving me numbers? And what was the numbers before Biden came in office versus the numbers after Biden came in office? Like, I need some statistics. I need some data. You know, y'all been teachers or work in finance or something. I need some data. Just like you said, Trisha, I'm not supposed to take your word for it looking ass. Hell, you got a chart or something? A diagram? I'm just, yeah.
And it's not as if they didn't have time to get prepared for it, but it is clear they are completely unprepared for what is going on the border now, and they're going to be even more unprepared for what will be happening in the coming months. What the Border Patrol told me, and this is actually part of the cartel strategy, because of the volume of people coming across the border, the Border Patrol that makes the arrest, they have to engage quite literally in babysitting. And while they're doing babysitting, that provides an opportunity for the cartels to be able to bring other people across the border illegally. More about the cartels in a second. 2 factoids that the Border Patrol shared with me. Just this calendar year alone, there have been more than 800 criminal aliens apprehended. Those were criminals, violent criminals, who had been previously arrested in the United States and deported, who came across the border again. Among those included 78 sex offenders and 62 gang members, including gang members from MS-13. And know this.
Okay, y'all. Okay, so now he's finally giving me numbers. Noticing, like you said, Monica, look, keywords, Ebony, trigger word. So now you're giving me numbers. 800, you say, were apprehended and deported. No, 800 who were deported, they came back. And then 78 of them were sex offenders? Okay, okay.
Cartels, they are ramping up trafficking across the border. They're exploiting women and children, and they are overwhelming Border Patrol resources. The Border Patrol has made very clear to me the way this strategy works. The cartels, they are involved in every single one of these border crossings that we see. But more important, the cartels are even more involved in the crossings that we do not see. The strategy of the cartels is to overwhelm Border Patrol agents and law enforcement officials. And when the Border Patrol agents are so completely overwhelmed, it's during those moments that the cartels will bring across the border even the more dangerous elements. It could be people who are violent criminals, or it could be people who are from what are called special interest countries. Those are countries that are raise concerns about the danger they may pose to the United States, such as people coming from countries like Iran and Iraq, China, as well as elsewhere.
Okay. Like you said, Bonnie, you caught them. You caught them, right? You know you could be Bush Jr. cousin. Probably. Yeah, probably. This is what I understand. Okay, so he's talking about cartels, right? So cartels, like, think about gangs, but on a much larger mafia-like, but still, you know, grittier and cut your head off or kill you, leave you out to there type stuff. Wouldn't the cartels want to send people over that look like they don't? Wouldn't they want to get someone who don't have a record? Or who looks innocent? Or maybe supply them with some official looking papers? I'm just saying. I'm just like, wouldn't they want someone who's not going to cause trouble? Because you don't want to draw so much attention to yourself. That's what I'm trying to say. They're coming through Texas. And this is the thing, though. If you look at a map, we got the Rio Grande River between Texas and Mexico. Then you got New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado, Nevada, and California, who are also bordering Mexico. So those are borders over there too. So if they can't come through Texas, don't you think they're going to go over the other side? And then, by the way, there are no rivers to cross in them other states. Have you called them other states? Like, look, how y'all dealing with y'all border crossing thing? I think in California just had something the other day. Someone ran a SUV through the gate to get to Texas, get to California. Like, and then really, and then you see how he did again with the keywords. He said, "Oh, the cartels are bringing over these much more dangerous elements." The cartel is trying to bring drugs over. Or you think they're gonna trust a sex offender? You think they're gonna trust another drug dealer? Exactly. What is at the Cali border? What? And I think they even had a hole in the fence. Why didn't you have the smoke for Trump when he was supposed to be building that fence and it never got finished? You weren't down there then with the whole fucking press conference. Then he gonna bring in, the cartels are probably bringing over much more other elements, like people from Iran, Iraq, the Middle East, and China. White man, are you telling me that the cartels are bringing in Middle Eastern terrorists? Thank you. And I could have swore the last time I read, the biggest group that comes over and stays illegally are actually from Asia. So, do they not understand there's some things called sex trafficking or human trafficking? Some of these people are victims. Okay? So you basically telling me the Chinese, the Iran and Iraq is going to Mexico, coming across the Rio Grande to come to Texas. Why would they do that when they could just fly to Canada, get Canadian citizenship or a Canadian visa, and then just literally walk the fuck across the Canadian-U.S. border. I mean, wait a minute. Didn't someone do that? Oh, yeah, I remember who did that. The people who flew them fucking planes into the World Trade Center, to the Pentagon, and almost sent one to the White House. Like, I think they came through the Canada route. Like, it just... I've never seen a crossing. I've seen, like, when they had the signs in pictures and books and magazines of that a child sign, like, oh, you may see people crossing across the river in Canada. And I've seen pictures where they had there may be crossings over the river. But I'm just like, he said he saw all those people crossing the river, and he didn't have no pictures. You didn't have no cameraman with you. I know you had your phone. I would have been snapping all the pictures. Y'all see this? You see this? Yeah, people crossing up. Like, dude, seriously? Like, something is wrong. Yeah, I do feel like Ted Cruz is all over this. But it's like Ted Cruz is probably on this because he wants to seem like he's doing something because he did such a shitty job doing the Texas freeze.
The cartels are quite literally being enriched because of the policies that are being used by the Biden administration. The Biden administration is helping the cartels make more money and grow more power. They are allowing smugglers who are members of the cartel on the Mexican side bring in narcotic smugglers, special interest aliens, as well as drugs that include fentanyl, cocaine, and opioids.
All the opioids.
One thing that is clear
we've got a crisis
from all the observations and all the information that I've been able to gather, and that is we need more ICE detention facilities in this area immediately. But the Border Patrol simply is not either given enough resources and do not have enough resources to be able to deal with this overwhelming tidal wave of people who are coming across the border. Let me be clear. Border Patrol has a role to play. The role that Border Patrol plays is they're the ones who have to make the arrest and make the detention. Then the responsibility goes to ICE. It is up to ICE to detain, to test, and to quarantine anybody who's coming across the border who may have exposure to COVID. The Biden administration does not want to talk about ICE. The Biden administration is joining together with progressives, pretending that ICE is going to go away or be eliminated. ICE is essential.
Okay, that is a totally fallacy because the Biden administration got criticized, I think last week and the week before last, and probably still getting criticized because they reopened a detention center to quarantine and I guess register illegal immigrants who came over. But that one, I guess they open isn't good enough now. Lord, exactly. They dropping drones. Exactly. Tomorrow, they're not helping. They're not helping. I don't understand, Lord.
In this entire process, and we expect the president and the Biden administration to step up, fully fund, and actually add additional funding to the ICE program, as well as provide ICE
You want more
with every
money
tool and
for
strategy
ICE.
they can provide them to make sure that they're going to be able to play the role they must play when people do come across the border.
What about the vaccine?
Also, let me make this
What
very
about the
clear,
power?
because what I'm about to tell you is maybe one of the most reprehensible things I've heard this whole time.
Oh, Lord.
The Biden administration is not providing vaccinations for the Border Patrol. We have Border Patrol officers whose lives are on the line on a daily basis and hourly basis. And the Biden administration will not step up and provide those Border Patrol officers with the vaccinations they need.
Why doesn't he have this energy for the Texans who live here that they don't have enough vaccines? But you want the Border Patrol to get some vaccines? What about the rest of us? I'm just saying. And this is the thing, y'all. This man saw the president 2 weeks ago. No, over a week ago. You can hear a barely ass word from him the whole damn time. But I would have had a piece of paper with all the shit I wanted to tell the president why he was here. This should have been on the list, but now you want, okay.
The Biden administration should surge vaccines to Texas, to all men and women on the Border Patrol this week, and ensure that every Border Patrol officer in the state of Texas will be vaccinated this week. Anything less than that is the epitome of inhumanity. It's also clear, and it's been clear long before this administration, that the border-related issue is the federal government's job. But Texas is not going to shy away from stepping up and filling the gap that the federal government has left open.
Oh,
I've told you some of the stories, and there's so many more. My phone has been ringing off the hook from ranchers in this region and regions west of here about the dramatic increase in the number of people who are crossing their ranches and causing mayhem on their ranches. You got business owners, you got homeowners whose lives are being completely disrupted. And the Biden administration does not care about those ranchers, those homeowners.
Okay, so now he's finally saying what he really what's the biggest concern. His phone is ringing off the hook with all the ranchers and the businessmen in the area. So that's why your ass is down here in the goddamn Walker, Texas Ranger outfit, talking big and bad about what the Biden administration has done. Because basically, you can't do shit about it yourself, but okay. This is what you're worried about. Not the rest of the state that needs COVID-19, the rest of the state that needs help after the Texas freeze. It's the ranchers. Mind you, he said ranchers first. He didn't even say homeowners. Homeowners was last. The ranchers and the businessmen and women and the homeowners, they're being hurt by the influx of people. Now, I'm thinking, like, if there's an influx of people in the area, don't some of those people may be hungry or maybe need some clothing or maybe need a job? I'm just saying. I'm just like, but according to him, 800 who got deported came back into the country, and they might be, doing exactly. Say it again, Manuela. His campaign donors are complaining. They're complaining.
And the peoples whose lives are being disrupted. He does not care about Americans. He cares more about people who are not from this country. I need the Biden administration to step up and start providing the safety and security that Texans and Americans deserve. What Texas is doing, with the help of the Texas National Guard as well as with the Texas Department of Public Safety, we've launched Operation Lone Star.
Operation Lone Star.
This is an operation that's going to be similar to what we've done in the past, where we provide a surge of resources to the border. The reason why you see these patrol cars lined up behind us, because that is exactly what the Texas Department of Public Safety has done in the past whenever we have seen the surge of people coming across the border. This is an example of what you're going to see up and down the border.
Wow.
And let me be clear about something. One reason why we are surging Operation Lone Star at this time is because we know what is coming behind all the people who are crossing the border today. And that is the caravans that are seeking to come here. And Texas is sending a message to any caravan and to any cartel member. We're ready. We're waiting for you. If you dare step into the state of Texas, Texas will use every tool and strategy we can to arrest anybody who's violating the law, to put behind the bars anybody who's violating the law, to make sure that the laws in the state of Texas are going to be enforced. If you are a caravan or you're a cartel, you better take your activity to some other place, because they will not be accepted in Texas. We will work to step up and try to fill the gap that the federal government is leaving open, by making sure that we deploy every resource, whether it be Texas Department of Public Safety, National Guard, whatever we need to do. Texas is going to fight for the safety and security of our state. To help provide you more information about that, I will call up now the director of the Texas Department of Public Safety, Steve McCraw.
Okay, I'm gonna stop it right there because I just can't. Y'all, he's gonna do something. It's gonna be for show, and unfortunately, I think someone's gonna get hurt because they're trying to prove a point, and it's just like, can y'all not try to prove a point? Can y'all not try to prove a point today? Like today? Do y'all have, like, Jesus, fix it, Jesus. Like you said, Mona Love, his campaign donors were complaining. The elites were complaining. You know? And it's just, please, like I said, please share this on your social media. Share this with people from Texas. Share this with cousin, mama, daddy, play cousin. The U.S. senators who represent Texas and the governor of Texas got their priorities worked up. They talking about a caravan? Did you see the caravan on the way? And I'm still trying to figure this out. You keep saying you saw people coming, but no pictures. Where the pictures at? Yes, they made them stay, and I think a lot of them made them stay on the Mexico side. But what does the Bible say about refugees? So what they're really doing, they're criminalizing crossing a border. You're making something into an issue that shouldn't be an issue. Like, this wasn't an issue 2 weeks ago. And the fact that there's a group of people who still are coming despite a Texas freeze really shows you, like, wow, they really trying to get here for real. Like, it's that bad. They came during a Texas freeze. No power. It's high rates of COVID-19, and they still coming. Like, y'all, I just fix it, Jesus, fix it. Well, I won't keep y'all any longer because I mean I could talk about this forever, and it's just I don't know. I need to figure out how to get my Stacey Abrams on, because it got to be some change at the state level, because this not working. I just feel like he's always undermining the county that I live in. He's always undermining the city. Like, they're actually trying to help people, and he keeps doing this other shit. Thank y'all so much for listening to me tonight. And I hope, at least in some way, it can help you maybe also look at your own government in your own city. Like, hey, are they doing some Texas stuff? May I need to check on them, you know. So y'all please pray for us in Texas and Mississippi, because they governor reopen the state too. It's supposed to start tomorrow, but I'm not gonna say what it is. You need to mask up and don't come in my face with no mask. You need to stay back 6 feet. Social distance, wash your hands, Okay, everybody. Y'all be safe out there. Thank you so much to my moderators. One no love. Speaker of Truth, Roxanne. Life is Lay. Thank you, Ray of Sunshine, Trisha Tanel, Liz Martin, Christine Sparks, and Lakeisha Green, Ebony, Dare Moore for peeking in from his class, Vici giving me issues, but Liz Martin, Ebony Woods, Mary Furch, thank you so much. Thank you to those of you in the bushes who came over and listened to me. Please hit the like button on the way out. Please like, share, and subscribe. I believe Wednesday will be my friend Daryl Moore. Please check out his 2 little videos, his 2 remixes today. And please check out my friend, Speaking True Roxanne on her channel. That her interview with Dolores Jordan was great. Can someone put, let me see if I can find it. Here you go. Please go check that out after this live. I would appreciate it so much. You all have a very good night. And Daryl, you going live tomorrow? What time, Daryl? I'm glad you made it home. Is it going to be 8 p.m.? $8 p.m. Eastern, y'all. On the Daryl Moore or Darylizm's Free Speech. I think it's the Daryl Moore channel. Okay. All right. Well, I will see y'all in Daryl Moore's chat tomorrow. Y'all go check out Roxanne's video, Daryl's video, and you're not sure which channel. Well, make sure you subscribe to both of Daryl's channel. Daryl Moore or Darylizm Free Speech. Okay. And also check out my little my cute little video I made yesterday. Bishop Bread Basket in the NBN plays team. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye. Mask it a casket.